What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome or welcome back to Rhonda's Real Talk, where people come for the food and they stick around for the conversation. Before we get into this food, I want to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, y'all. Today we are having hibachi. I got some fried rice. I got some zucchini, some onions, scallops, and some steak. And I got a bunch of sauces off to the side. I got some Heinz 57 sauce. I got some coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. I got some yum yum sauce, and I got some sriracha. Can y'all see the steam on this rice? It's hot. This rice is so good, y'all. I followed this recipe. This is bomb. I'm gonna put the recipe. I'm gonna put it in the description box. If y'all are looking for a really good fried rice recipe, y'all, this is so good. So good. I knew I was gonna drop some. Y'all, I like my cauliflower fried rice. It's good, but this is bomb. I will give the cauliflower rice about a 7.5. This is a 12. I'm not even gonna hold you. This was my first time. I think this is my first time. No, it's not. I've had oyster sauce before previously, but this is my first time buying mirin. The recipe called for mirin, and I bought some. I found some in the store, got some. I'm gonna follow this recipe. So glad that I did. I want to send a big thank you to Temu for sponsoring today's video. All right, let's get into the fun things that I got this time around. Okay, so I'm trying to refresh my morning routine, and tea is a big part of that. So I had to buy me a brand new mug. I got this for $5.39. As soon as I saw these reusable freezer bags, I had to add them to the cart. Anytime I cook, I have leftover pieces of cilantro, garlic, onion, bell pepper. I'm so happy that I can now wash these out and use them over and over again. I got a 12-piece set for $8.09. I can guarantee you that I will buy notebooks for the rest of my life. I need a notebook for recipes, for my story times, for therapy. I need a notebook for everything. And I love the size of this notebook. Like, it's not bulky. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I could put it in a backpack, or it could fit with my laptop in a laptop bag. And since I got, notebooks, I had to also get pens. Y'all, look at all of these pens. I am in heaven. And the quality of these pens, top tier. I got 30 of them for $6.74. I love a good gel pen. I don't know. It makes me feel really organized. It's like my writing is extra crisp whenever I have a gel pen. I didn't realize how much I needed these bowls. So most of my plates and bowls at home, they're dark. So they're charcoal gray or black. And as a food creator, I need these white bowls so that the colors pop more, so that the food is inviting and aesthetically pleasing. I got this 2-piece set for $5.99. I finally got me a selfie light. I've been putting this off for forever. So sometimes I need that extra pop of light, like when I'm in the car or maybe at a restaurant. So this is good for your phone, your laptop, a tablet. It's just easy to use. I got this one for $11.60. And look at these towels. Look at the color. It's a reddish orange color. This is a 6-piece set. You get 2 big body towels, 2 medium-sized towels, and then 2 face towels for $23.78. I mean, I really feel like I can never have enough towels, so I had to add this to the cart. And last but not least is this tripod. I love that it's lightweight, but what I love even more is that I can use it for my phone or my camera. Okay, so now that I'm all done showing you everything I picked up from Temu, let's go ahead and get into the good stuff. You can get a $100 coupon bundle by clicking the link in my description box, or you can search my code that is across the screen. Search that code while you're using the Temu app to claim your $100 coupon. So that is it. It is now time to get back into the eating video. But before we get there, again, thank you, Temu, for sponsoring today's video. A little bit of sauce. I want a little sriracha too. Okay. Oh, I'm closing it. Here we go. All right, y'all. Yes. And let's get a scallop too. Let me give y'all a bite. There we go. With the scallop. Honey, if you don't come over here and claim your food, it's gonna be gone. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do her like that. This is so good. This is my first time doing hibachi. I enjoy it, but I've never made it at home before. That's why I was like, I need some fire fried rice. Like a 10. And I'm like, I want rice, not cauliflower rice. I looked up a few different recipes. Y'all, guess what? It's almost time for my mom to be out here. She's gonna be out here, I think, pretty much for the whole month of April. Yeah. The whole month of April. She's coming out here to Bend at an event. For anybody that doesn't know, my mom has a plus size boutique, Shirley Girl Boutique. Y'all should go check her out. Follow her on Instagram. She's super active on Instagram. A lot of y'all already follow her, and I appreciate y'all. And y'all interact with her a lot. So yeah, go give her a follow. And check out her website too. You might find something that you like. But yeah, she's gonna be here. All of April. And I'm so hyped, y'all. So that means that I was talking to my friend Soy the other day. And she was like, when you come home? I'm like, girl, probably not until like middle of June, July. So I'm smashing this food. This is so good. I'm so happy that I'm having this. You know what's so funny is that the steak and the scallops were not in the picture at all. So last night I was thinking like, okay, I need to go to the store to get the stuff. Well, I had everything I needed for the hibachi because I was going to do all veggies. So I had everything I needed. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get some salmon. Go to Kroger. They didn't have the salmon I wanted. I should have went earlier today. I went kind of late. It was nighttime. It probably was like 8, maybe when I went. But if I would have went during the day, they would have had it. Anyway, they don't have it. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to buy me a steak. And as I was walking to the steaks, they had a really good deal on scallops. I was like, okay. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do surf and turf instead. Or veggies. And I'm so glad I did. I didn't even use that much sauce. Yeah, y'all, if you love fried rice, please try this recipe. It's so good, y'all. I wish I could remember what website I found it on, but I have it in my phone. I'm gonna put it in the description box. Super easy. The only thing I did differently was that it called for white pepper. I couldn't find white pepper, but they said you could use black pepper. And I swapped out the soy sauce for, and I used coconut aminos instead. But the flavor is fire. So good. Shout out to everybody that's been showing my honey love. If you haven't done so already, please check out her podcast, Happy, Healing, Whole. Y'all been showing her so much love. She is such a good storyteller. Her voice, I love her voice so much. That was a 10 across the board. I'm about to come right back, y'all. Somebody asked me a question, and I want to take a minute to go ahead and answer it. I'm gonna drink some water real quick, and I'll be right back. Before I get into this question, if you have a question, a situation, or a topic that you'd like me to address here on the channel, hit me up at rhondasrealtalk@gmail.com or send me a DM on Instagram at rhondasrealtalk. Shout out to Summer. She hit me up on Instagram. We exchanged a couple of messages, and then she asked me a question. Now, the question is a pretty simple question, but it made me think. I did a lot of thinking when I read the question, specifically about my 20s and 30s. So I figured that I would ask the question here and talk about it because somebody watching may take something from it. So the question that she asked was, what is the greatest lesson that love and dating have taught me so far? So many lessons, y'all, because I've made some really bad decisions. I have. But also those decisions have led me to where I am now at the same time. But one of the first things that came to mind was that it's important to choose wisely. Choosing wisely is really important. And I can't even stress that enough. You know, the person you're in a relationship with, dating, married to, they play such a significant role in your life. Like, think about how much time you spend with that person, how much you talk to the person. Like, even when you're not together, you're probably either on the phone, texting throughout the day, whatever. That person has a lot of influence over your life. And I'm not saying that other people don't, but I mean, your romantic relationship, that's probably the person you spend the most time with. And it plays a huge role in your life. You know what I mean? So the power of that relationship can either set you up for greatness or set you back 10, 15 steps, potentially, right? And don't get me wrong, I know people lie, people tell stories, and you get caught up in that, and you think that you're getting one thing, and then you realize that you're not. So now you gotta, you may have experienced some setbacks because of that. But man, I'm gonna give you a prime example. So when I was in college, I was like a junior in college. And I was dating this girl, y'all, and when I say she didn't have nothing going on, I mean nothing. All she did all day was sit around and drink coffee, smoke, and that's it. That's all she did. She didn't have a job, nothing. And I just wanted her so bad, y'all. I really did. And part of my problem at this time was that I was a pick-me. I wanted somebody to pick me. I wanted somebody to choose me. So that means that whatever came along, I took it, right? I took whatever was available, whatever it was, a low-hanging fruit, I just took it, right? And y'all, like, this relationship, let me tell you, so I was a junior in college, and my parents put me through college. You know, they spent their hard-earned money to make sure I got an education. And I had this media class. Well, I had a full schedule, but I would go to every other class except this media class. And the reason why I wasn't going is because I was staying the night at her house, and I wouldn't get up early enough to go to this class. So, of course, I'm thinking, all right, I missed one day turned into 2 days. Now it's 5 days. Now, it's time for grades. Like, it's almost time, like, everything's about to be over, right? So we probably down to the last couple of weeks before, grades and finals and stuff. Y'all, I haven't been doing nothing. So I done went to my professor, told some story, lied about something. He felt bad for me, and he decided to give me an incomplete instead of giving me an F. And so I was able to take the class over and all of that. But I'm just saying, like, that relationship affected me because it's like she laying around doing nothing. And like, she never was like, Rhonda, get up, go to class. Like, she never said that. It was just like, cool. Like, you could lay around and do nothing with me. Basically, we laid around and did nothing together. And so, man, when I really think about that, like, I had a job, I had a car. Like I said, I was in school. I was trying to get myself together. But at the same time, when I was with her, I was just doing nothing. I wasn't, and, I could have really ruined my experience in college had I not snapped out of it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to choose wisely. You do. And then I'll give you another example, y'all. Later in my 20s, just being in a relationship with somebody who wasn't doing anything. Like, they weren't, had a job, one day went to work, just quit their job. And then all of a sudden I was responsible for us. I was taking care of us, we struggling, and taking care of two people when I wasn't prepared to do that was a lot. You know what I mean? I'm constantly working overtime. I feel like I'm never getting ahead. I feel like I didn't have anything for myself. Like, I was always just looking out for us. And it's like, that's not the kind of relationship. I would never be in that kind of relationship right now. But like I said, back then I was a pick me, choose me, and I hadn't even chose myself. That's what needed to happen. I needed to choose myself, work on myself, love myself, and accept myself for who I was. And I would have made better decisions. So choose wisely. Like, that is so important. I think there's probably somebody watching right now, and you recognize that the person that you're with, that you're building your life with, or maybe that you're engaged to, is just bringing everything down. Like, maybe things are not working out in your life because of that person. You know what I mean? Like, they might be the reason that so many things are falling apart or falling off, or there's always an interference of something because of that person. You know what I'm saying? And can somebody, play that big of a role? Absolutely, they can, for sure. Somebody can drag your entire world down if you allow it. You know what I mean? So choose wisely. Another thing that love and dating has taught me is that love is not enough. Love is not enough to continue a relationship with anybody. It's just not, You can love somebody until you blue in the face. And I mean, that's not enough. You know what I mean? It has to be more than just that. You have to be able to make that decision to say, I deserve more. I deserve dates. I deserve communication. I deserve, honesty. I deserve the truth from somebody that I'm with. You shouldn't have to beg for those things. Those are very basic things. And many of us aren't getting it. But we're like, I love them, so I'm going to stick around. I love her. I'm going to stick around. I'm in love with them, so I'm going to stick around. And it's just so unfortunate, because I think a lot of us just want people to change, and we want to wait for that change to happen. And a lot of times it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? And you've invested 10 years, and 10 years turn to 15 years, and that person is still doing the same things. Like, behavior, I think I say this a lot, is that behavior is so telling. We all have our behaviors and things that we are going to do. You know what I mean? Some good, some bad. And we are going to be who we are. And that's what happens. People show up every single day in the relationship doing things that that you don't desire, that you don't want. But it's like, okay, they're going to change. They're going to change. I'm going to bring it to their attention. We get into an argument. The person apologizes, buy themselves some more time. They're going to change. Like I said, love is just not enough for a relationship to continue. You know what I mean? And it's just at some point, like I said, when you just got to choose yourself. You have to choose yourself and be able to step away from that. Like, damn, like I really mess with this person. I really care about this person. But it's like, I also love and care about myself too. I do. And I can't just sit around and hope that you're going to change or be a better person or meet me halfway, And yeah, you got to make that decision to cut ties at that point, in my opinion, I mean, because again, I was a person who wanted to save people. That was who I was in my 20s as well. And I just can't do that anymore. I had to save myself. You know what I mean? Nobody was coming to save me. I had to work on saving myself. And when I did, it finally opened my eyes to so much more. So I think that love is a beautiful thing. Being in a relationship is an amazing thing. But, if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. If it doesn't feel right, kind of like what I mentioned in yesterday's video when I was talking about who the F did I marry, that story on TikTok, the feelings and the intuition and stuff is there in your gut. It's nagging at you. God and the universe starts also doing things to try to intervene as well. And we ignore that, But yeah, love is not enough to be with somebody, you know, and you can continue to love somebody from a distance, want the best for them, hope that they get to where they're going in life. But, you know, you can't drag nobody along. I've done that so many times, y'all, literally stopping everything that I ever wanted in my life so that I could drag somebody along every single day. And that dead weight, what? You gonna sink fast as hell to the bottom, right along with them, you know. So, and it's a lot of other lessons, y'all, that love has taught me, love and dating, because I've had my fair share of relationships, y'all. Serial dater, serial relationship person. Relationship after relationship after relationship. I've been doing that since I was like 19 years old, and I didn't slow down until I was like 30. When I was 38 is when I finally slowed down and took some time for myself and really started to connect with myself, learn myself, know myself. And I was like, damn, like, I was like, yo, like, I've been missing out. It's like I've been in this body and in this life all this time. But so many things I was missing out on because it just wasn't a connection. I was so empty, you know what I'm saying? And like trying to fill up on other people. And that was just never the answer. So, you know, it's a lot of other lessons that come along with love, but those are the two that I wanted to share. Because so, yeah, leave me in the comment, y'all, with whatever you want to share about love and dating, your lessons, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. I will meet y'all in the comments. Make the best of the day. Be good to yourself, y'all. Peace.